Hey everyone, so today I'm actually going to show you the #1 most popular subdivision in all of Dallas Fort Worth, and that's Coppell, Texas. Today I'm going to show you the downtown area, and I'm going to show you 9 areas to live in that are just wildly popular so that you can get a real taste of what Coppell looks like, feels like. Well, not feels like, because you're not here, but it's peaceful and it's family oriented. There's a lot of affordability in Coppell. A lot of people don't think that it's affordable, but there are definitely affordable places. You can actually get into Coppell around the $300,000 mark, even though that might be a condo, all the way up into the millions. And it's smack dab in the middle of the metroplex, which is what I love about it, and has a school district to die for. So it's just A-rated and elite academics, and you'll love it. And I love Coppell, which is why I'm here. So I am in the downtown area. There's George's. That is a really great coffee shop. One of the things Coppell's really known for is their farmers markets, which is right back here. And it's just a really fun place to live and walk and get your coffees and your food and just kind of have the walkability that not all cities have. So this area is called Old Town, and that's the subdivision. And these houses wrap all the way around the square, and they're super cute. This neighborhood began to be built in 2012. There is a splash pad right over there. There is green space for you to have picnics and walk your dog. The homes here are gonna range from 1,700 square feet all the way up to 3,300 square feet. And there are townhomes here if you need more affordability. So I would ask me about that, because we can get you into something more affordable. Right now, there is a house for sale, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, almost 2,600 square feet, and it's listed at $699,000, just to give you a little bit of a perspective. The whole spectrum of the price range is going to be $600 to $900. Some of the restaurants around here, which is right behind me, is Twisted Root. They are famous for their hamburgers and their fries. That's why it's called Twisted Root, because of the potato. So definitely check that out. They have a whole patio outdoor area, which is really fun when the weather's pretty like today. With that being said, let me start on the next subdivision, so follow me there. Okay, so now we're here in Red Hawk, and this is the cutest, eclectic neighborhood. And none of the homes look the same, and I love, love, love that, because I feel like when you get into the metroplex, you start seeing cookie cutter homes, and that's not fun when your house looks like everybody else's. And so these are on smaller lots. There's 54 lots in this neighborhood, and the lots are small, so that there's not a lot of maintenance. You're just not gonna have to do a lot. It's kind of nice, but there's one house listed for sale in the neighborhood. It's behind me, and it's listed for $1 million. But everything in here is gonna be $1 million to $2 million. And they're just super cute little cottages, all different types of looks. And you're smack dab in the middle of Coppell, so you can get anywhere quickly. It does go into Coppell ISD. The houses are gonna range anywhere from 2,500 square feet up to 6,000 square feet, so you have lots of options there. They actually created the whole neighborhood around the native cedars and the native oak trees, so it's really nice walking around. And the first homes were constructed in 2012 here, but a lot of them are a lot newer than that, so just ask if you're curious. So now we're in the estates at Copperstone, and it's beautiful. I'm gonna show you the pond back here and the fountain. Makes for great background noise. There are about 130 homes in this subdivision, all built between about 1996 and 1999. So you're probably gonna find some that might need to be updated and you can get a better deal on, and then add your own design touch to it. The students that live in this neighborhood are gonna go to Coppell ISD. The amenities, they've got a community pool, a clubhouse, they've got tennis courts, walking trails, biking, the pond I just showed you, and of course, a playground. Prices in here are gonna be somewhere between the mid 600s to the mid 800s. Guys, text me any questions, any cities you wanna see. We are here to help you, and we get back to you fast. Also subscribe and like. So now we're in Alexander Court, and this is a much smaller subdivision. There's only 30 homes, and they sit on bigger lot sizes, so 0.3 and above, which is getting closer to that ½ acre. The much larger homes, they're gonna sell anywhere from probably $1 million to $2 million, and it's just a really, really private one street, and it ends in courts, so there's only one way out of the neighborhood. There's one for sale right now. It's behind me, and it's currently listed at a 1.85, 5 bedrooms, 6.5 baths, and it's about 5,600 square feet. So it kind of shows you what you could get in this little tiny subdivision. Okay, now we are in Arbor Manors neighborhood, and it's a smaller neighborhood. It's got about 55 homes in here, and they sit on a little bit bigger lots. So 0.2, 0.25, so quarter acre. And it just means that you can have a bigger home and still have a backyard and a front yard. And it's really pretty here. Kind of push you guys around, but I'll show you as well. These homes are gonna sell for $700,000 to $1 million. And there is currently no homes on the market in this subdivision, but the one behind me right here was the last one that sold, and it listed for $998,000. 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and a little bit over 4,000 square feet. So that kind of gives you the price point of this neighborhood. And it will also feed into Coppell ISD. These houses were built between 2008 and 2012. So some of them may need some updates, which, you know, that means you could add your own design again. So this is Summit at the Springs, and I love this neighborhood. I actually listed a house this last year in this exact neighborhood. I'll put it up on the screen so you can kind of see what the inside of these homes look like. It's a luxury neighborhood. It has about 65 houses, and these homes were actually built between 1997 and 2000. The one I listed had been renovated and updated to bring it more current, so just know that there is that possibility out there. Typically find 4,300 to 6,300 square feet, and I've got to tell you, you're probably looking at about $1 million to $2 million in this neighborhood. And of course, it's also zoned Coppell ISD. So now we're in Big Cedar subdivision, and it's actually pretty small as well. There's one entrance in and out, and it's at the end of a cul-de-sac. So really, no one would come into this neighborhood unless they actually lived here or they're visiting someone. There's no drive-through to get to another subdivision, which is nice. There are 40 homes built between 1992 and 1996. So again, you may have some great luck in getting a good deal on one of these and then being able to renovate. Maybe it needs to be updated. So you get a better price, but then you can put your own design onto it. The lot sizes are a little bit bigger as well. You're about 0.2 acres all the way up to a little bit over half an acre, which is nice because there's, you know, green space in your backyard and place for your kids to play. They're gonna range anywhere from 700 all the way up to $1 million. There's actually nothing in the subdivision for sale right now, but if you are curious, we can do a deep dive on if anybody's gonna list soon. And of course, the kiddos in here are gonna go to Coppell ISD. Okay, so now we're at the Chateaus of Coppell. It is a luxury neighborhood, and it has one way in, one way out as well, so that just keeps you protected, even though it's not gated. It has about 55 homes in it. They started building this in around 2009 to 2011. You're looking at about 5,200 square feet to 5,600 square feet, depending on which house you choose. And I would say you're looking at about $1 million to 1.3 to be in here. And it's just peaceful, just walking around here. It's just got a great, really peaceful vibe to it. So, okay, well now I'm gonna take you to our last subdivision, and I think that you're gonna like it because it will actually give you a chance to build brand new construction here in Coppell, which is really hard to get into. So before I do that, I wanna give you a couple of facts just on Coppell so that you have those in your pocket. And I wanna tell you some fun things to do around Coppell because it's such a family-oriented town. The population is around 40,000. The median home price is about $700,000, even though you can get into Coppell in the low 300s if you want a condo. Niche.com gives job opportunities an A rating, so there are definitely jobs here. The Amazon Distribution Center, one of them is here, and the schools are amazing. I know I've already said that once, but they're A+ rated. People will come from all over to live in Coppell just for the school systems. And there's actually, in Irving, there are areas of Irving on the map that will feed into Coppell, and Irving's a lower price point. So if you just want to be in Coppell so badly to be in the ISD, let me know if that price point is a little tough and we can look for something in Irving. Coppell ISD is actually rated the 3rd best school district in all of Texas. And one of the greatest things about Coppell is its proximity. It's 7 miles from Dallas Fort Worth Airport. It's 20 minutes from Dallas. It's probably 25 minutes to Fort Worth, maybe 15, 20 minutes to Love Field. So you really can get anywhere fast. I am in Frisco and it takes me maybe 15 to 20 minutes to get here. So you're smack dab in the middle. proximity is amazing. Okay, really fast before we go to the next subdivision, let me give you just a list of things to do in Coppell, Texas. Grapevine Lake is nearby, and there's all kinds of fun you can have on Grapevine Lake. You can go to the Trinity River and go and meet up with the Trinity River Kayaking Company, and they actually do kayaks down the Trinity River, which is a lot of fun. There's River Chase Golf Club. Some people call this Coppell's best kept secret. It's an 18-hole championship course. It's got a driving range and a putting green as well, and a restaurant and bar. Coppell also has a 66-acre nature preserve, and it's wonderful, and it's got all kinds of wildlife, and you can go hike and picnic and ride bikes, all the things there with your family. And don't forget how close you are to Grapevine with all that it has to offer and all the hotels and all the fun things.
Grapevine is right north of Coppell, and they have Great Wolf Lodge. They have the Gaylord Texan, which is a huge convention center and Marriott hotel with just these lavish pools and luxury suites. And then Great Wolf Lodge is an actually indoor water park. It's a lot of fun for kids because it doesn't matter what time of the year you go because it's indoor. So it's really fun. But that's super close to Coppell. But you also have Grapevine Lake, which is right next to Coppell, and you can do all kinds of lake stuff there. There's some really great restaurants. I grew up around Grapevine Lake, so it's just a really great area. Some shopping. There's some different areas for shopping in Coppell. If you want major shopping, you're probably gonna have to go to the cities that are right next to Coppell. There's Grapevine Mills Mall. It's more of an outlet mall, but super fun for kids. And you've got North Park Mall in Dallas, Stonebriar Mall in Frisco, lots of malls, lots of shopping. And if you don't want malls, we have boutiques all over the place here, so you will not have a problem finding those. A couple of the different parks that I would suggest if you're looking into that is Wagon Wheel Park has baseball fields, soccer fields, they have trails to walk on, so that's kind of an outdoorsy area if your kids are into sports. If you just want to get outside and get some fresh air and walk and get your steps in, it's a great place to do that. And just to go back to Old Town, there's a pavilion right next to the farmer's market that not only is the farmer's market awesome and it's, grown locally, but they also have vendors there. You can get jewelry, you can get local coffee, you can get local salsas and different preserves. It's a really fun place. So definitely if you go to Old Town, circle back to when the farmer's market is and make sure that you go on a weekend that they've got that farmer's market. Another thing you want to check out when you are in Old Town is Grapevine Springs Park. It's actually just a historic nature preserve, and it's got all kinds of plants and wildlife. It's got some trails, but it's smaller and it's really close to Old Town. So it's called Grapevine Springs Park. Coppell also has its own theater, the Coppell Theater. It's for performing arts, obviously. It's got 124 seats, and it's housed in a former firehouse, which is a lot of fun. And they host everything from camp comedies to musicals and all sorts of family-friendly shows. So check that out. It's a very intimate theater, so it's cozy and you're not, super far from the stage. It's just right there, and it's a lot of fun and a lot of local actors, and it's just supporting local is super important to me and to a lot of the cities around here. And they also have classes that if you're interested in that, then you can look it up on their website for all the classes that they offer. Another sports facility is Andrew Brown Park, and they have running track, they have a basketball court, volleyball court, softball, playgrounds. It encompasses all the things that you would want to do with kids outside when it comes to sports and just getting some energy out. So that's a great place to head if you just want your kids to kind of let it all out before you take them back home.
Anyway, let's get to the last subdivision and let me show you what can be possible with new construction.
So the final subdivision I wanted to bring you guys to actually isn't started yet, and they have been developing it for several years, and it's going to be called Blackberry Farm. And I am so excited because there's very little new construction in Coppell, and this is going to be a 54-acre gated community with 63 luxury custom home sites. It's going to have native trees and flowing streams, 2 community green spaces. It's going to have all the amenities that you would want. It's the east side of Coppell, near the intersection of East Sandy Lake and MacArthur. It's going to have, obviously, Coppell ISD, which is, again, a really great school. But it's going to be amazing, and the prices are going to be anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 plus million. Home sizes
2,700 all the way up to 550 plus. So there's only going to be 63 lots, so it's not going to be a huge neighborhood, but it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be gated. You've been seeing pictures of what the houses are going to look like. I only included a few of what the builders are sampling. They're stunning. If you want more information and you want to potentially be in Blackberry Farm, then let me know and I'll get you all the information. It's going to be a wonderful area. Other than that, I hope you guys got a really great view of Coppell. I'm going to be doing a map video so that you can kind of see where it all is in Coppell compared to the metroplex. So look for that. And until the next video, I hope you have a great rest of your day.